So when an individual has true, deep, meaningful gratitude, not a superficial gratitude. See, when somebody does something for you and it's supportive of your objectives and values, and you go, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." That's sort of a superficial gratitude. Almost anybody can do that. When things are challenging to you, and then you find the hidden order and the purpose behind those challenges and have a deep gratitude for the order and the pairs of opposites and balance in life, there's a deep gratitude. That gratitude brings the blood glucose and oxygen into the forebrain, activates the executive center, which is also called the gratitude center, allows you to see the order in life, not the disorder, and not be swayed by things of obligation. When somebody's very nice to you, sometimes you feel obligated to compensate. That's why people sometimes in sales gimmicks, they give you something for free and then you feel guilty. So you then will buy something, or they're more, you don't want, they can grab a hold of your attention without you rejecting them as easy. So beware of gifts, because sometimes that form of gratitude, that superficial gratitude, is not the same as the deep gratitude, which wakes up the executive center. When you do, that area of the brain makes you more self-governed, expands your space and time horizon, makes you more objective and strategic. It makes you mitigate risks and not go after fantasies and impulses, and more likely to do something that's meaningful, which is more in sustainable fair exchange with other people. So you're more objective and equitable with yourself and equitable with other people. So true gratitude in that respect is a very much a gold mine in the mastery of life. And I believe if you want to take whatever happens in your life, you want to stop and ask, how is this helping me fulfill what is most meaningful in my mission today? Even when it's challenging or supportive, how's it helping? I had a situation last night. I was at a little function last night, a 60th year anniversary for a couple. And the lovely lady next to me, she's a Japanese lady, beautiful lady, lovely lady. She actually hit her wine, and I don't drink wine, but she knocked a wine and went all over my suit. Now I had a black suit on. The wine was clear. Didn't You can't even tell it was there. It dried pretty quick. But she was a little feeling like, oh my God, I just dropped wine on the thing. But I thought, okay, perfect. I started to think. I didn't respond as much because I thought, well, I kind of need to dry clean my suit, and this is the perfect thing to get me just go get it dry cleaned. So I put it in there for dry cleaning today. Perfect. And I went and thanked her this morning when I saw her. She said, "You're thanking me for spilling wine on you?" I said, "Yeah, because I needed to get dry cleaned. I probably would have waited another week or two or whatever, and I just got it done." So yeah, I was hesitating on it. You got it. Dang it. There was a hidden order to it. Thank you. And she goes, "Well, you're a weirdo, but that's okay." But I would rather see, no matter what happens in your life, I'd rather see how it's on the way. I may not immediately do it. I may react first. I may have an ungrateful moment first, but I'd rather stop and reflect and find out how whatever's happening serves me and keep it on the way before I go to bed, because otherwise I've got baggage there. Anything you're not grateful for is baggage. Anything you are grateful for is fuel. So if you do and spin it, you do a cognitive reappraisal. This is what I do in the breakthrough experience program. And when I use the Demartini method, I take things that people think are terrible in their life and I show them how to turn it into an opportunity. And now they're grateful for it. And now they get a fuel. So when you get challenged and you can be grateful, that's even more powerful than when somebody supports you. Anybody can do that. It takes a real wise individual to be able to take whatever happens in their life, positive or negatively, and put it in a way where they can be grateful for that. That gratitude, that deep gratitude, is the one that activates the forebrain and allows you to move forward in life, and allows you to have foresight, and allows you to have strategic planning and goals and objectives and achieve and go on to greater things than the immediate gratifying one, which is just an amygdala stimulant, which keeps you smaller and more in survival and dependent. People can give you something and then you can become dependent on them. But if somebody's challenging you, you become more precociously independent, more entrepreneurial like, and give yourself permission to do something more expansive. So that type of gratitude is going to be to your advantage. So gratitude definitely activates the forebrain, at least the deep gratitude. We call that grace sometimes. It's basically a feeling like there's a hidden order behind what's happening. Thank you, I see it. And that frees you up of any emotional baggage stored in the hippocampus and subconscious mind, which tends to burden you over time by reverberating in your mind. Anything that's extremely polarized and emotional tends to reverberate in your mind as noise. If you're in meditation, that's all that noise that you have in your meditation. But if you're in a state of gratitude and say the order in there, you have a clear mind. And a clear mind creates clear objectives and creates clear outcomes. So take the time to go for deep gratitude and take whatever's happening in the day and ask, how is it on the way, not in the way?